Hey guys, next month you're going to start seeing some children running around in parks looking for eggs, gigantic rabbits walking around. And if you know people from countries like Greece, Russia, or even countries from the Middle East, chances are a good number of these will be really excited to eat lamb. Why? Easter or Pascha. That's the reason for all of these things. In this episode, I'd like to talk about 3 important things that you need to know about this wonderful holiday. The first thing is the Easter Bunny. So, the Easter Bunny actually comes from German Lutheran Christian tradition. And German Lutherans believe that the rabbits symbolize the Virgin Mary. Because at that time, they believed that the hare or the rabbit could get pregnant and still remain a virgin. Like the Virgin Mary, who was pregnant with Jesus, but she still remained a virgin. Well, hundreds of years later now, modern science has discovered that what actually happens with rabbits is that they can get pregnant again with a second batch of children while they're already pregnant. So they can conceive while they're still pregnant. Now, the other thing about the Easter Bunny is that rabbits usually give birth to their children during Easter time. And for many cultures around the world, Easter is the season of spring, is the season of new life when flowers grow, blossom. So with the bunny giving birth to kids in Easter time, we see why the bunny is seen as a symbol of life. Now, the second thing that you need to know about are Easter eggs. So the tradition of Easter eggs actually goes all the way back to Mary Magdalene, one of Jesus's female disciples. So the story is that she went to Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor who condemned Jesus to be crucified. And she went and talked with him and basically told him, what you did was wrong, was terrible. And not only that, but she also told him that, look, this man that you've done all these things to, well, he's come back to life. He's resurrected. And Pontius Pilate was like, you crazy. But then she picked up an egg. Pontius Pilate was like, there's as much chance for this Jesus to come back to life after being dead as there is for that egg in your hand to turn red. The story goes that as soon as he said those words, the egg in her hand turned red. And from then on, this is why we Christians have this tradition of exchanging red eggs during Easter. But nowadays, eggs come in many colors, rainbow colors, designs, and all those things. So we Americans love playing with eggs during Easter. One of the most popular traditions is when children run around parks and look for Easter eggs hidden in the ground. And the Easter eggs are filled with candy, and of course that makes children happy. One of the most traditional games with eggs during Easter is after we get them in church, we find a person and we kind of play rock, paper, scissors with our eggs. So we basically hit the eggs together, and if you break your friend's egg, you win.
They have a competition to find out whose Easter egg will be the strongest. Sighs of disappointment from losers are mixed with the laughter of winners until the proud victor, who will enjoy a particularly blessed upcoming year, is declared.
Just as a side note, many cultures see the egg as a symbol of life. It's a symbol of new birth. And the last thing that I want to cover is the name of the holiday. The original name for Easter is actually Pascha. Pascha is still the name used in Latin and Greek, and it's actually translated from the Aramaic language, the same language Jesus spoke. And this language got the word from the Hebrew language, where it's, forgive my pronunciation if you happen to speak Hebrew, Pesach, which is a very important Jewish holiday, and it's called Passover. Now, Passover and Easter are actually different holidays. Easter, or Pascha, celebrates at the end of the day Jesus' resurrection. After 3 days of being dead, after being killed in his crucifixion, he came back from the dead and rose again. And this is what Christians believe. So, These are the 3 things that I think that you should know when it comes to this upcoming holiday. Some things you can do are go Easter egg hunting with your friends if you want to enjoy the fun part of it. If you're spiritually curious, I'd recommend that you go to an Orthodox Christian service and stick around for the celebrations afterwards. Both of them are great and are some of the most wonderful moments of my year. This is Genesis with Peas in a Pod, and I wish you a happy Easter.